Jimbobroski's performed 365 days of straight Murph. I have 2 ways to help improve your push-up to get through that law enforcement or military basic fitness assessment, and 1 crazy idea of how they can improve the bench press for powerlifting competition. This is 3, 2, 1, and it starts now. Epic moments that happened this week or within the last month that I want to review today. And number 1 comes from Jimbobroski's 365 days of straight Murph. Now, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't even like to do 1 day of straight Murph, let alone 365 days. Yes, he did a few different variations. Yes, he did strict work, kipping, butterfly. He did different ways of breaking up the workout, and he just did Murph as it is. But still doing 365 days of every single day of 2-mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 air squats with a vest on the entire time, it sucks. And this man needs props given to him because that is an impressive effort. Not only that, but now he is starting to do 365 days of straight hero workouts. This guy is a weapon, and let's check out his final day of Murph. I don't know about you guys, but that was an awesome way to finish off an epic challenge. And this dude, he deserves the credit. Well done, Jimbobroskis, on completing 365 days of straight Murph. A number 2 moment comes from a Kazakhstani Olympic weightlifter, Artyom, who back squatted 2 reps at 300 kilos. Now, I don't know about you, but my max deadlift doesn't even come close to 300 kilos. Some of the top lifters in the world can barely even scratch this number, and this dude is back squatting it for a double. Let's check it out. This man just makes it look too easy. One of my favorite parts of this video is how the 2 dudes take the rack out before the man starts to squat. Super impressive effort from this Olympic weightlifter. Our final moment comes from Barbie lifter, and it is another Olympic weightlifting moment. However, this one is a in-competition snatch save. And one of the most impressive things about it is how she duck walks a snatch overhead a couple of meters to save this lift and get that big green tick from the judges. Let's take a look. What an incredible save. One of my favorite comments is, new lift, 90 degrees snatch. And the support from her mate in the background made it even better. Her reaction pretty much summed up my reaction on the video. Well done on the snatch save. Do you have a video you want me to highlight on next week's video? Send it through to my Instagram, Tyler J. Hamilton, and I'll review it to see whether it's worthy enough. Now, it doesn't have to be a top athlete. It could be yourself. It could be your best mate, or it could be your favorite competitor. It just has to be epic. Moving on to 2 ways to improve your push-up. Are you trying to get better at the push-up as a basic level of fitness? Are you just trying to do it as more of a functional way to live your life? Or are you looking at entering the military or law enforcement and required to pass the basic fitness assessment through push-ups? This video is going to help you improve your push-up, and we're going to head to the gym to do that. Do you struggle at the push-up? I find there's 2 main reasons that people struggle in the push-up, and number 1 is their form. Generally in the push-up, there are 2 areas that people generally struggle at, which is elbows flaring out and their back sagging during the push-up. The easiest way to stop these 2 areas is 1, with our back sagging, we want to think about tilting our pelvis inwards and squeezing the core. By doing this, this enables us to keep a better position in the push-up, it stops the back from sagging, and if you are going for law enforcement and military tests, it will stop them from no-repping you.
If you struggle in this position, the easiest way to develop this position is by performing 4 sets of 30-second push-up top holds with this tilted pelvis and squeezed core. With our elbow flare, think about squeezing our lats and keeping those elbows tucked in. When we flare out, we lose power, so keep them tucked in to perform better push-ups. The second reason I feel like people struggle at the push-up is they just don't get enough reps in. By performing more volume of the push-up, you're going to get stronger, faster. It seems simple because it is simple. The easiest way I find to help develop your push-up is a step loading program, which I have on screen. And that's 2 simple ways to improve your push-up.
I hope that improved your push-up with those 2 tips. If it did, leave the video a thumbs up. Finally, one crazy idea. Standardize the bench press for powerlifting competitions. You already know what I mean by standardize the bench press. You've seen those exorcist performing bench presses where the range of motion is literally smaller than a 5-cent coin. It's almost embarrassing to watch from a spectator's point of view, these people setting up for a bench press and then moving it 2 inches. It is ridiculous and they need to change it, and this is why. When we look at powerlifting, we look at powerlifting, powerful lifting, being able to explode off the floor or punch something up with maximal strength and the ability to move big loads quickly. What this lift is doing is giving the sport a bad name. Now, not everyone is doing it. Tons of powerlifters out there are breaking world records with great form and technique bench presses that are actually moving more than 2 centimeters. But it is the small few of the crowd, as always, ruining the fun for everyone by performing these ridiculous bench presses that are in line with the rules, but really they're just cringeworthy. This is my solution on how they should fix and standardize the bench press in a way that it makes it fair for some people who are able to do a bit more of a flexible start to their position, but also makes it fair for those people who cannot. And that is by putting a 90-degree barrier on the bench press. And this is what I mean. When you look at the back squat, you see people squatting down to roughly that 90-degree mark and even pushing the limits on that, where their hip crease and knee crease line up. That makes 90 degrees. The same should be shown for the bench press, where your chest and elbows should both reach 90 degrees, and that counting is a good part where you can start raising the bar back up. Now, I know that the athlete needs to touch their chest, which obviously can give a little bit more manipulation to how they set up to their position, but this would disallow those ridiculous setup positions where their elbows don't even flex 45 degrees. What are your thoughts? Do you have any counter arguments or any different kind of ideas on how they can standardize the bench press for power lifters? Comment down below. There's no right or wrong answer, and as always, this is just a crazy idea. Do you have any epic moments you want to share? Anything you want to improve on, or any crazy ideas that you want to add to my next video? Comment down below. Be sure to follow me on all my social medias as I post regularly. And as always, you guys at home, stay a beast.